Hello, and I'm very excited this morning, and no, it's not just because I'm wearing a silly hat, it's because this morning I'm being joined by 3 times Olympic skier Chemmy Alcott here in the French Alps to go for a little ski together. You may know that we were school friends when we were younger and we skied a lot when we were children, so I'm going to try and keep up with her today and hopefully get a few minutes to ask her some advice on how she's had such a fantastic skiing career. So let's go. When we were growing up, I always remember everybody saying, I remember you were really young and everyone knew that you were going to be a skier, you were telling everyone, and then you said to, people used to say to you, you'll never be able to make it, you don't come from a country where there are mountains. How did you cope with that and how did it make you feel?
I found that because everyone wrote me off, it was almost easier. You know, you get to overcome adversity and people think you're the underdog, and I always think it's really nice being the underdog. I think actually I excelled because I was the underdog. You know, no one expected anything from me. I remember the first run I won in World Cup in 2008 in Solden. Everyone was like, oh my God, where has this British girl come from? And I was like, actually, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been competitive for 10 years. And it was nice for them to not put pressure on me. You know, no one from Britain thought that I would be good. So then every time I did ski well, it was a big story, it was a big celebration. And, you know, you have to choose your battles. And I'm from Britain, that was never going to change. So I decided to make it my mission to show that despite being from a lowland country, we could be fast and be the best.
Okay, fantastic. It's quite a lonely sport. And there aren't many other teammates that you could from England that you could join in with. So what did you do to make sure that you didn't get lonely and you kept yourself motivated?
Well, for 10 years I was on my own programme, so I raced for Britain and I had my own coach and trainers, and I used to ski a lot with the men's team then, and I found that that was actually a win-win situation for me, because when I trained with them and I beat them, they all got angry because they were getting chicked, and when I didn't beat them I was like, well, I'm a girl, I'm not supposed to beat you. But over the last 4 years I've joined another ski team because I've wanted that, you know, teammanship. I've wanted girls to race against in training and, you know, to have that kind of friendship on the tour with. So I skied with the Canadians and then more recently the Norwegians, and I think that that was the best environment. I think that you can only go so far as an individual, and obviously same kind of like you, when you create a team, you're all there to build each other up and bring out the best in each other.
Shem, you've also had lots of adversity and lots of things to overcome, so what's kept you motivated and kept you going?
I love a challenge, you know. Every injury I've seen as something for me to bounce back from, and that's the nature of our sport. You know, when the funding was pulled, I was like, right, okay, this is my next challenge, to get funding so that I can keep being a ski racer. And then I got injured, and you know, success is never handed to you on a plate. You always go through ups and downs, and it's not about how many times you get knocked down, but how many times you get up again.
Thank you, so that's Chemmy Alcott, 3 times Olympic skier, 4 times Olympic skier. Well, I managed to survive the day with Chemmy, keeping up with her and not getting lost, which was a bonus, but I also managed to get lots of other advice and tips from her which we can use in our business. I hope from the short clips that we filmed you picked up some good points there, and I really wanted to summarise those. Firstly, it doesn't matter what background you come from or what other people think about whether you'll be able to achieve something or not. If you think you can do it, just go and show them that you can and prove them wrong. So don't ever let anybody tell you can't do something. Secondly, I hope you all heard how important it was to work in a team. Chemmy worked with many of her competitors for many years and actually found that was beneficial to help her improve her skiing and her career. So make sure that you're working with people both in your team and cross team, but especially cross team if you don't have a good supportive local team. And finally, never ever quit. I know more than most, having been a friend to Chemmy since we were teenagers, how many obstacles she had to overcome. She never ever let any of them get in her way, and she carried on fighting. But not only that, she always did it with a smile on her face and made the most of it. So if you've ever got any challenges in your way, which I'm sure everybody will at some point, keep going, keep smiling, and I'm sure you'll get the success you deserve. So signing off now from the French Alps, have a wonderful rest of the day everybody, and speak to you soon.